Hello and welcome back to a new video here in the Trading for Everyone channel. Today we're going to talk about Transferwise, one of the best apps that I ever tried in regards to send money around the world. We're going to explain the main benefits and how to use it with a live example. First, what is Transferwise? Transferwise is an application, is a fintech that arises in order to achieve the goal to send money around the world in a cheap and reliable way, and it works really well. I tried it a lot of times and it really works. What are the main benefits and how Transferwise works? Transferwise has different bank accounts around the world. For example, if you want to send money from Europe to the US, Transferwise has a bank account in Europe and another bank account in United States. So when you send money, you give the money to Transferwise in Europe, and then Transferwise in United States send the money to the other person that you want to send money to. So in this way, you can save a lot of money, because in the normal world, when you send money using your bank account to another bank account overseas, you are going to use the SWIFT code and you are going to pay high fees, and also you are going to pay an exchange rate that is not the current exchange rate. So take care of this. For example, this bank said to you that it's not going to charge you any fees, but in reality they are making money in another way. They are going to make money by giving you an exchange rate different from the real exchange rate. So in that way you are paying a fee in another way. So the person that receives the money receives less money because they charge you in another way. So Transferwise is compromised to charge you with a low fee, and they want to give you the best exchange rate that is possible. In this way, for example, if you compare sending 1,000 euros to United States, is the cheapest way in comparison with all these other alternatives or other banks. It's now it's being used by 9 million customers around the world. It's growing in a really wonderful rate, and it's also regulated in different countries around the world. It's regulated by the FCA, that is the highest regulation in the world, because it's in the United Kingdom, but it's also regulated in other countries around the world. So talking about the regulation, as you can see, I can give you the links in the description of the video. It's regulated in Australia, in Belgium, in Canada, in Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, New Zealand, Singapore, United Kingdom. This is the FCA, as you can see in here. It's also regulated in the United States and in United Arab Emirates, but it also operates in a lot of countries around the world. Nearly all of them you can use Transferwise. So it's safe to use, but remember that it's not a bank. It's a virtual wallet in which you can save money and you can send money from your country to another country, but it is not a bank. This platform uses different banks to send money from one country to another one. This is the first part of Transferwise, a really easy way to send money from your country to another country, and we are going to explain with a live example in a few moments. So if you decide to use Transferwise, you can use the link that I leave you below in the description. In this way you are going to help the channel to keep growing, so I appreciate if you use that link. Another part of Transferwise is what it calls the multi-currency account or borderless account, and this is a second part of Transferwise that started after, and it's really useful. I use it a lot because Transferwise give you a debit card, a prepaid debit card that they send it to you to your country, and with this card you can use your balance in different currencies, and it's really useful if you travel a lot around the world, if you are a freelancer, if you want to get paid from different countries around the world, because they give you bank account details as you are living in different countries. For example, if you want to receive payments in the United States, Transferwise gives you bank details as if you have a bank account in the United States. The same happens in Australia, in New Zealand, in Europe, and so in that way you can live in another country, for example in a country in Latin America or in Asia, but you receive payments in local currency in different countries around the world. So in that way, it could be useful for you to sell things around the internet. And how it works also is regulated by the FCA. It has 9 million customers around the world, and this is a comparison with another type of banks. And in here you're going to talk about the Transferwise borderless. You can have different accounts in different currencies. You can have money in euros, money in pounds, money in United States dollars, and so on. So you can get paid and convert in different currencies in your own wallet. We are going to see this inside the platform a minute after. And you can get paid local. As I said to you before, receive money with your own local bank's details. This is really powerful, and this is a really wonderful tool. As I said, if you are a freelancer or if you sell service or products around the world, you can open the account in seconds. It's really easy. You go to the link below and you complete your details, and then you can upload a photo of your passport, and that's it. Your account is going to be validated. Get your Transferwise debit card. That is really fancy. In here, for example, if you travel around the world and if you are in Australia, you pay with the debit card, and if you have money in Australian dollars, the card is going to use that balance before you are going to use another currency, for example, United States. In that way, you are going to save a lot of money in exchange rates, because as I said before, Transferwise gives you a really better exchange rates in comparison with another type of cards as your normal card in your local bank. So it's really useful, really powerful if you're planning to travel around the world. So you create an account, you order your card, and then you wait for delivery. Your physical card will be shipped the same day, so it should take 2 to 3 days to arrive in, depending the country you are living at. You have to check if your country supports this borderless account, because it's focused on United States, in Europe, and in Australia and New Zealand. Then they are going to expand to different countries around the world. Transparent pricing always. With the Transferwise account, you will always get the real exchange rate. You will only pay a small fee to convert currencies in your account. It's free to create a Transferwise account. There are never any monthly fees or minimum balance to worry about. So you are not going to pay any maintenance fee as maybe in your local bank account. So as I said, you are going to save a lot of money using this account. You can create local bank details in all these countries, in Great Britain, Europe, United States, Australia, New Zealand, Hungarian, Romanian, and Singapore. So all these countries support the local bank account, so you can receive payments as you are living in that country, or if you have a bank account in that country. And also you can manage all that different currencies. You can receive bank details, but you can work with all these different currencies around the world. And you can also send money to different countries, 80 countries around the world. So if you are planning to send money from or to one of these different countries, you can use Transferwise to save money in comparison, for example, to PayPal, to Western Union, to MoneyGram, to Remitly. That there are other alternatives, but you are going to pay a higher fees and higher exchange rates. You also can get a business account. So if you are planning to use a lot this account, you can create a business account in Transferwise. So in that way, you will have higher limits. You can use to receive and deposit a lot of money, more money than in a personal account. As I said before, it's useful for freelancer, entrepreneurs, medium-sized business, and also large or enterprise level business. So you can use in that way. You can get paid cheaper, 19x cheaper. You can receive money with 0 or low fees, and you can spend anywhere with no hidden fees. As I said, you can use this card. That is a business debit card. It's a Mastercard debit card, so take into account. Even if you want to use a personal card, it's also Mastercard. You can track your transfers. Each time you create a new transfer to send money, you can track where is the money and how long it will take to arrive to the recipient. What is Transferwise? In this website you can read all about how Transferwise was created, who are the founders, and which are the investors that trust this company. You can read carefully if you like it. I leave you the link in the description. And now we are going to talk about a live example, as I said before, how you can use Transferwise to send money. For example, now we're going to send money from the balance, the money that I already have in United States dollars, to a bank account in the US. So, for example, I can click in this button that says send money, and here I can select where I want to send money to. So I can pick this one because I want to send money using my balance, using my dollars that I already have in the account. So you click in there, and you can select if you want to send money internationally or in the same currency. In this case, I'm going to use, or I would like to use the same currency, but if you're planning to send money around the world, you can select internationally, and then you can select where do you want to send money to. For example, if you want to send money from the US to Australia, you can select that, and you will get all the details. Which is the fee, $5, which is the amount that it will be converted to, and this is the exchange rate that is going to use for this transaction. So, for example, if I want to send money to Australia, then I click continue, and then I want to select to who I want to send money to. So you can select to a personal account, existing recipient, or a new recipient that could be yourself or someone else, or a business or charity. For example, if you want to send money to a relative that is living in another country, you can select someone else, and then you have to complete all the details that is going to identify that person that you want to send money to. So you have to put the emails, the full name, where is the country, where is living, the address, the bank details. So in this case, then you can put confirm, and then you go on with the transaction. In this case, as I said before, I want to send money that I has in US dollars to send to a different bank account in the United States. So I will go to the first step, and I will choose same currency. So in this case, I will select all the money that I have in the balance, and this is a wonderful thing because I am planning to send $3,300, and the fee that Transferwise is going to charge me is $1.05. It's almost nothing. If you want to make the math, is 0.03%. It's almost zero. It's almost zero. So this is depending in which currency you are sending money to, and where is the account that is going to receive the money. But the fees are really low in comparison with all other alternatives that are around the world. I will keep continue, and then in this case I will going to use this account that I already completed before because I already used it in the past. I will select TD Bank US. If I didn't have any receipt, I can add a new one, and these are all the details that I am sending. The money that I am sending, the fee that is going to be charged for this transaction, and the money that is going to receive in this bank account. So when is going to happen this transaction? Today is the 9th of December 2020, and it's going to receive the money by tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be available the money in the other account. I am sending all the balance that I have in my account, so after that I am going to have $0 in my account, and these are the details of the bank that I'm sending the money to. The routing number, the account type, all this information you will have to complete before doing the transaction, and remember to be really careful in the details and the information that you're completing, because if you miss or if you complete something wrong, the money could be lost. So really careful in this step. After that, in here you can write any type of code that could be useful for the bank that is receiving the money to identify you. If you need it, you can complete it. If not, you can skip, and then you can read all the terms of use. Read carefully. If you agree, tick this button and then confirm and send. And you can wait, and this is the process. This is saying that the transaction is starting from your account in Transferwise to the bank account in the United States. So your transfer has started, the money is on the way and should arrive by December 10th. So we'll keep posted. That's it. Track your transfer. In here you will see step by step where is the money, and then you are going to receive a confirmation when the money arrives in the other bank account. So it's really easy to use this Transferwise to send money abroad. Then you can also ask for the debit card. I already did it, so this is my debit card that I have assigned to my Transferwise account. In here you can freeze and unfreeze the card in case that you lost it or you don't want to use it for any reason. So this is really useful. You don't have to call someone to say I lost my card, I want to be freeze. No, you can do it by yourself. You can also download the app and you can manage all the Transferwise from your cell phone. You don't have to use the computer. You can use from the computer or from your cell phone. And then you can show the card details, show the PIN, unblock the PIN, see the limits and replace the card. So all of this can be useful. I'm not going to show this for security reasons. Then in here you have the different receipts that you already used in the past, your own bank accounts and different receipts that I used in the past. You can add a bank account or you can add a receipt by clicking in these two buttons. For example, if I want to add a new receipt, you can click in here and you can complete all these different details. If it's a personal account for a person, or if it's a business that's a company, you can complete all this information. If it's inside the Europe, you can complete the IBAN code, or if it's outside the Europe, you can put the SWIFT code and the IBAN code if it's necessary. SWIFT code is useful for international transfers. Remember to use the link that I leave you below the video if you enjoyed this video, to help the channel to keep growing. And then you can create different balance. If you need to have money in different currency, you can click in this button that says open a balance, and in here, for example, if you want to have bank details from another country, for example Singapore, you can click in here and click confirm, and then you create a new balance in your personal account. Get bank details. With bank details, people can send money straight to your balance even if they are done using Transferwise. So if you click here, you will get the bank accounts attached to Singapore. So as you can see here, now you have a new one, Singapore. You have also Great Britain, Australia, Argentina, Europe, and United States. And a few months ago, they added a new feature to this Transferwise borderless account. You can click in here, open a card, and you can create a card for a specific purpose. If you want to save money for your holidays or for a specific reason that you don't want to have available in the balance to use with your debit card, you can click in here and you put any name that you want, and here you can select the currency that you want to have this card defined in. You can also select an icon if you're planning to travel around the world or something funny, and you can put the name, your currency, and then you create a new card. In that card you can transfer from your balance to the card and from the card to the balance, and you are not paying any fee. The only purpose to having a card is to save money for a specific purpose and not having the money available in your account for using your card, for example. And this is the end of the video. I hope that you enjoy it. You can follow us on YouTube if you already didn't. You can subscribe, you can click in the bell, and you can leave a like and a comment if you enjoy the video. If you have any doubt, you can leave in the comments and then I will answer your questions. You can follow us on Instagram, and you can also join our Facebook group in order to create a community and get answers from different people. See you in the next video.